Okay, so this is the Paul Creek Residential Housing Trust Fund Community Meeting. So it's being held tonight, January 14th, and I will kind of just go right into it. So the Paul Creek Residential Project. So this is a current project in land development review in the city of Charlotte. But we are hosting this meeting as part of the Housing Trust Fund submittal process. So the agenda for tonight is to kind of talk a little bit about what the Housing Trust Fund is, what we're applying for. Then I will run through our site plan and elevations. And then I've got members of the development team here, and they'll kind of introduce themselves at the end and kind of speak to their organization and specifics about the project. So the Housing Trust Fund, so this is a city program and it's funded by voter-approved housing bonds. And then the Housing and Neighborhood Services Division of the city kind of manages those funding or manages that fund. So the whole purpose behind it is that the city has the opportunity to evaluate proposals, and then they can provide that gap financing for housing development projects that create affordable housing in the city of Charlotte. So what that looks like is that we submit to the city of Charlotte a proposal. So on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see the timeline. So this is the timeline for that process. So we are basically working to get our application submitted by January 30th. Then from February 2nd to the 26th, the city has the chance to review the plans. So we submit both a site plan and then building elevations. We receive those comments, we address those comments, we resubmit back to the city by March 13th. We also end up submitting a planning support letter on April 1st. And then City Council will have a review meeting April 13th. And then City Council has the opportunity to approve the proposal on April 27th. So kind of from today, it's about a 4-month process for this Housing Trust Fund. So some site context. So the site is located off of Paul Creek Road. It's just to the west of Urbana Drive. So it's a currently vacant wooded site, but as I mentioned, this was a previous rezoning that had already been approved. So we are currently in the process of developing it, going through the permitting process for land development. So I'll go ahead and jump to the site plan to speak to what the exact plan entails. So you can see on this rendering, the residential community is a mix of townhomes and then one single family lot located down here. Total, it's 78 units. So there's primarily townhome units. So there's 77 spread across the site. These units are either located along one of the new public streets or they're alley fed. So these ones that are alley fed end up fronting on common open space. There are sidewalks provided throughout the site. These are 8-foot sidewalks. We have some on-street parking to provide some opportunities for visitor parking within the site. These ponds you see are stormwater management strategy as part of the project. And then the most important thing is that there's an affordable housing commitment with this project. So 30% of the townhomes you see here are committed to being affordable. And so affordable, according to this project, means that they are affordable to households earning no more than 80% of the area median income, or the AMI. And that would be restricted for 15 years. And so through this application, the developer is hoping to receive funding from the city of Charlotte to assist in carrying out this commitment, essentially. So what you see here on the next page, this is just the less pretty plan, but this is the official plan that was submitted to the city of Charlotte. So it has a little bit more detail with some of the dimensions and some of the engineering pieces associated with the project. So I'll just flip through this pretty quickly. This is just a zoom in of that, of some of the areas associated with the project. So you can see this set of townhomes primarily fronts open space. So the orange areas you see are just open space areas. And then this is the southern portion of the project, and the big green hatch you see here that represents our tree canopy. So as I mentioned, we also submit building elevations associated with this project and floor plans. So I thought this might be helpful just to get an idea of what the proposed units are. This example of one type of unit. They are 27 feet wide and 49 feet deep. This unit has a one-car garage, and would be a three-bedroom unit. So this is the elevation associated with that floor plan. So it's roughly 30 feet tall. It's a two-story product. And then you can see that one-car garage on the front. The other product is very similar. It just proposes instead of a one-car garage, it's a two-car garage, and they would be tandem parked. It's also a three-story product. It's a tad bit wider, 28 feet, and then 49 feet deep. And here's the elevation associated with that one. So it looks pretty similar to the one before. And this one's a tad bit taller at 33 feet. And now I'll kind of flip it over. I know James and Tori are on. James is the developer associated with this project, so I'll let him kind of introduce himself and speak to his company and the vision for this project.
Yes, thank you, Francis. Yeah, so James Scruggs, the founder of Ascension CDC, owner of Kingdom Development Partners, JSL's Construction. We are very excited about this project. We are, super excited about what's coming to the Paul Creek community. This project, as Francis said, will be 70% market rate, 30% attainable. And what we're excited about is being able to add, to provide attainable housing for school teachers, social workers, police officers, firefighters, first responders in the mixed income community. Also excited about the education that our attainable homeowners will receive from coming through our Wealth Path program. So we teach these individuals how to become home ready. We teach them about financial literacy, home maintenance, and then we have a tax grant program that will allow them to be able to stay in these communities and not get displaced when the value of the homes and the taxes go up. So very excited about this project, eager to get started and eager to be a blessing to the Park Creek community. You got anything you want to add, Tori?
No, just wanted to say, Francis, someone said people were trying to get in from the lobby. I didn't know.
Yeah, I just admitted, I think it was Miss Robinson. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So if we need to flip back, let me know. I can kind of go back through what you might have missed.
Okay. So did anybody else come in since we started?
One other person. So it looks like we have Lydia on and then Sharon or so if you guys have any questions, feel free to either unmute yourself or type in the chat and I'm happy to answer. Either I can or James or Tori can. Oops.
Any questions?
I don't see any coming up.
Hi, I don't know
Oh,
if you can hear me.
oh,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
yes, we can.
My apologies. I was making every attempt to be on time. Maybe briefly, if you could just let me know, do you have a target audience for this community? Did you mention teachers?
Yeah, so it's a mixed income community. 70% is market rate, 30% attainable. So we're focusing on, right, 80% AMI household incomes, right? But school teachers, police officers, firefighters, social workers, first responders, right, is our target audience, right? But quite frankly, it doesn't have to be a school teacher. It could be anyone, right, who's in that 80% AMI area median income on the attainable side. Obviously, the market rates are the market rates and the attainables are the attainables. But you will have to go through our Wealth Path program. Anybody who's coming in and receiving one of these attainable homes will have to go through our 12-month Wealth Path program where you will learn about financial literacy, how to become home buying ready, home maintenance as well. So we have an education component to what we do as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Lydia, do you have any questions or all good?
How many people on the call? Is it just two?
I'm only seeing two.
Okay, okay. Do Miss Lydia have any questions?
I go by Lydia. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. No, not at this moment. Just trying to
Okay,
process everything, but thank you.
no problem.
Okay, great. Well, I'm happy if anybody wants to. I think I have both your emails, but I'm happy to share the presentation, and we can kind of keep you updated in the process as we go along. But like I said, we're working towards our submittal on January 30th. So that's kind of our next step.
So can I ask one more question? This is Sharon. Um, the meeting that you're currently having, is it a requirement that you have this meeting, or is it a courtesy to the community?
So it is a requirement as part of the Housing Trust Fund submittal process.
Okay.
But Francis, I will note that we've had previous meetings about this site plan before
In the community.
in the community. Yeah. This is the third.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. So we've had previous community meetings associated with the site.
Okay. And another question. Who, and you probably went over this, I apologize again. Who exactly is the investor or group that's managing this project, bringing it about?
You're looking at him. So I'm James Scruggs, the owner of Kingdom Development Partners and J.S. Sons Construction, and this is Tory Feemster. He is the CEO of Ascension CDC, who's our nonprofit, right? Who is the education piece, right? And gets everybody on the attainable side home ready for this project. But I'm a developer. Yes, ma'am. Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you too. Okay. So, do you have any concerns about, or has there been any expressions about any negative impact this community might have in general to our community? Increased
Oh,
traffic,
not at
water,
all.
air, whatever? Okay.
No, not at all. So just to give you some more clarity, we've already been through a process. So we've been through a whole rezoning process, right? So all those kind of questions would have came up then during that process. And that process, I want to say, happened. It went like I think it happened from March to June of 2025, right? But no, we're getting so many positive comments about this community, right? Because I mean, if you lived in Charlotte long enough, you know there's not enough attainable housing out here. So we're an impact, right, mission-driven developer, right, who want to be able to have market rate properties in homes, but also make sure that, but our missing middle is not getting missed out on being homeowners as well. So it's getting a lot of positive feedback in the community.
Okay. 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 So, and to make sure I understand, did you say said there was going to be a mixed community? So would there be people who might fall under that 80% AMI who would be subsidized housing? Is
No, it's so we're focused on the missing middle, which is 80% AMI. Now
okay.
it is subsidized to the point where our partners provide down payment assistance. So these homes might be worth $400,000, right, on the attainable side. But by the time you stack all the down payment assistance, the mortgages for these school teachers and social workers and police officers and firefighters, it could potentially be 265 to 285. So the down, so subsidized is the is I guess you could say subsidized, but the mortgage is reduced based on our down payment assistance through our partnerships that we have in Charlotte.
Okay. So individuals will actually be purchasing these homes. They won't be for rentals or investment
No,
purposes.
this is all a homeowner, all for sale.
Yeah.
We're not even allowing rentals, so no, it's all home ownership.
Okay, great, great. I know in our where we are located relative to this unit, there is another development coming that we have a lot of concerns about, and they seem to be completely opposite from your goals
How
and
far are they
initiatives.
from us? How far are they from this project?
Not very far, right on Freedom.
Okay.
You may have heard of the Dream Center.
Yeah.
You heard of it?
That's yeah, Noble, Jim Noble.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, that's his project. Yeah,
It's all rental or it's
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's all rental. It's about 500. It should hold about 500 people who have prior convictions and
Yeah.
substance abuse.
Oh, totally
So
opposite project.
Yeah,
it's totally opposite. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, Sharon. Part of Ascension's mission too, as James mentioned, is to help create generational wealth for attainable
Right.
homes through their home equity.
Right.
And
Yes.
so we look at this as an investment as well as a dwelling place.
Right.
So can I say something? Good evening again, you guys. So I'm glad, Sharon, you said that. For some reason, I thought you guys were the dream person.
No.
So that's why I was really trying to pay attention. So you guys are not affiliated with them whatsoever.
Not at
Not at
all.
all. Not at all.
So it seems I don't see how that's not going to depreciate what you're trying to do if they're going to have this portion like you were talking about, Sharon, with the convicted or non-convicted rehabilitation rentals, Section 8, how it seems like that would depreciate what they're trying to do, and we're caught in the middle. So that's one of the reasons why I'm at this meeting.
Yeah, first time I heard about it, so I actually
Yeah.
need to do more research and do Tori.
And I'm not sure how far it is from here.
Yeah, I don't know
You
how
said
far
on
it is
Freedom,
either.
so
Probably a mile.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, not too far at all.
Yeah,
And that project has already been approved.
Yeah.
but Lydia, I mean, that's really no different. Like if you go in parts of South Charlotte off of Providence Road, you have low income housing, and then you have 100 feet, you have $1 million homes. You know what I mean? So I think the valuation, you go apples to apples.
So
Yeah,
I
nobody's
think
gonna look at that project and compare it to ours because we're for sale, therefore rental. They have a whole different type of demographic than we do.
Yeah.
So
Right.
an appraiser will not look at what happened down there and tie it to our property, right? They're gonna look at resales.
so. My concern was, and thank you for clarifying that. My concern was what Sharon was stating. It's not so much because everyone deserves a home, but the portion that I'm concerned about is the rehabilitation from the understanding from the information that we've done some research and receiving. It's that it's going to be persons who are freshly coming out of incarceration, and they're going to get the opportunity to be rehabilitated within a certain amount of time. And that to me presents crime. So that's what my concern is.
Okay, or you sure it's been approved already, or are they going through a rezoning approval?
I don't know, Sharon. Had they? I'm not sure. Sharon, had you heard anything?
They have been given part of the land trust from Charlotte. So, and I understand that the rezoning has been approved
Oh wow.
already. But they have not, the type of meeting that you're having currently, they have not offered that yet.
Wow. Okay.
So
It's kind of all done during we're just going to do Bogart, and we hadn't, like Sharon said, had any input, and we're just going to do what we want to do. And we appreciate the way that you guys are laying everything out up front, being very transparent, but they're being very let's be positive, non-transparent at all.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
And that really bothers me.
I get it.
Well, thank you both for sharing that.
And I'm glad,
We'll
I'm
look
glad
into
we
that.
let you know that we are not a part of that project. It's totally separate what we're doing.
yeah. But we're probably less than a mile from you. So I do like your community that's laid out, and I like the Paul Creek area. So I think
Thank you.
and I'm
Thank
glad
you.
that you're helping people that want to be helped and want to do, home ownership. I'm all for that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I commend and support that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And I love seeing people who look like me out doing things like that.
Yeah, very much
Makes me
so.
proud.
I
Yeah.
Very
Thank
much
you.
so. It does bring value to the community, but like I'm really worried, Sharon and company, that we might just go ahead and sell our property. I'll probably just sell where I'm at if it gets to that they're just going to go ahead and go for it, as to what you're saying, Sharon, correct?
From my understanding, I mean, they're working on a lot of the infrastructure now, so I would think that they are definitely moving forward.
Yeah, that right there just well, I'm gonna let you guys finish. What you guys are talking about, I want to stay positive, possibilities 2026, and that's where I'm at. So I apologize for that interim. I just
No,
thought you guys were really
that's good
appropriate.
information for us. We appreciate
Yeah,
that. Thanks for
I
sharing.
think you're welcome. So I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say.
Thank you. Francis, anything else on our end? I mean, I think we hit it. I mean,
Yeah.
Sharon and Lydia doesn't have any other questions. I mean, but that's pretty much it on our side, correct?
Yeah, we're all good. So yeah, we're happy to just share if there's any more information that pops up that you guys want to know from us. Happy to share. I think you should have my email if you have any further questions. But yeah, that kind of concludes it for us.
Are you guys able to buy out what they already have over there with that DreamWorks?
I didn't even, so I have to do more research. Like you literally educated me on something. I had no idea that was even coming up. So I would even have to do research and find out where it is. I mean, I know you said off of Freedom, but first I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, that's what we first time we heard about it too, like you guys. It's a complete surprise.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, we'll look into it. But thank you both.
Thank you so much.
Well, you guys are so welcome, and thank you for allowing us to come.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a good evening.
Yeah, y'all
You
have a great
too.
evening. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye now.